feared for the power of her mind, worried about what she could find.
Hello Virgo, this is your full moon reading, starting with the card Efficiency, followed by Trauma, Female, Honesty, Imitation, and Curse, Black Magic. So there is something about being very motivated, being very active, but then suddenly something strikes from your past. Like an old wound could open up again because something hasn't been seen through by you yet, and it's time to deal with it now. Also, what I'm getting as well here from the efficiency and trauma card is that by being super efficient or trying to be super efficient, by constantly wanting to stay active, never wanting to rest or settling down or whatever, this is some kind of avoidance, this is some kind of coping mechanism that you might have to distract yourself from an old trauma. This could be something that you have repressed entirely and forgotten about that will resurface so that you can deal, or you have to deal with it. Or if it doesn't resurface because it's always in your mind a little bit, but in the corner of your mind, then it will be pushed, it will be pulled out of this corner and put a little bit more into the front of your mind so that you have to deal with it. The female card, I feel, for some of you, it just means that this trauma could have been done to you by a woman. It could be a mother figure, but it doesn't have to be. It could also be a teacher. And maybe this person also told you something, taught you something about being super efficient. So that you developed some kind of OCD or something like that. That's I think it's good to be efficient, it's good to be active, but you know, sometimes it just becomes too much, and it truly is not normal anymore. Especially if someone never can lay back and rest because they immediately feel bad, then there might be something we have to deal with in such a case. And as I said, this could have been caused by something that either has to do with femininity or by literally a woman. The honesty card also stands for healing, but this is you being honest with yourself, opening up to something painful that is stored within yourself that you have started to work around, so you don't have to get involved with this painful topic. But I feel like you are willing and ready. Look at this guy here with his heart still bound to this past incident, and now there's a black hole, and he might not want to feel into it or look into this black hole, but this is changing now. Someone here is opening up to a higher force that, you know, okay, touch this wound. I'm honest with myself now. I'm open and I want to look at this wound now. It's time now. So there is this understanding and there is this willingness. There is also something about conditioning here. The card says imitation, but I want to call it conditioning here. You are having huge realizations about I'm just realizing the curse and black magic card also has a woman on it, and it's right below the female card. So there could be something about very toxic femininity that you are having an understanding about. And also, if it's not literally about femininity, the curse on black magic card, what it is about is I'm tired. It is the way we are being raised and conditioned by our family and surroundings, by the society we grow up in. There is something very toxic that has worn you down and out for a long, long time. And I feel like you once thought that this was what made you thrive and what kept you active and motivated. But now suddenly there's a turnaround and you're seeing, no, I was just imitating a certain pattern that was being infiltrated into my mind so deeply, and I was just being like this baby duck. And in that process, I lost my individuality without even knowing it. And I just became someone who was imitating everything that everyone else does. And there's this realization about that. And you also realize the spiritual aspect of it and where it comes from. Why these things are happening in the world and why it works so well for these kind of people, these dark people, without being discovered easily. Why this is so tricky. There is some understanding here. At the bottom of the deck we have the Wind card, resistance and loss and adulthood. And I don't know, I want to replace the word adulthood here and call it duty. And it reminds me of this energy again with the efficiency card. Like, you might have a very strong sense for duty. And you might lose that a little bit due to this realization. And it might make you feel a little bit bored or empty. So there might be a feeling of resistance and loss, or a resistance towards this loss. You might even decide to not do something anymore because you have this great understanding, but now there's a little bit of emptiness, a sense of loss that you're feeling. And you would like to replace it immediately because you might be addicted to being efficient and active. But what you're not seeing, that this is actually a huge win, and it's not just an internal win and a win of wisdom. There is also something externally that will come in, but you might not even realize that it's a blessing, it's a win. There could be a very small offer, something coming towards you, and you might think, yeah, but this is not big enough. This is not as big as what I just recently lost. So it will not weigh out this loss, but actually, after a time, you will realize that something even bigger is growing out of this small offer. So it's actually really a truly valuable win. But you will realize that later anyway. So now I'm gonna pull some health and lifestyle cards for you, and as I always say, don't take these cards literally and don't replace them with a proper professional advice. Okay, so let's see, we have zinc, timing, flowers, meds, ears, apple, fruits, so a lot of fruits here, maybe you need some more vitamins, cardio, one more, and danger. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching.